Marc USA is doing a new kind of research that digs deeper than the norm and not only finds out what people think, it finds out what makes people think what they think. Jerry Thompson will tell us more.
Mental modeling is a research methodology grounded in about 50 years of cognitive and behavioral research done at Carnegie Mellon University. It is a methodology that provides what I think is better insight and data about what is going to influence decisions about behavior choice.
Anytime you explore a new concept, it helps to have a case study, one that everybody can relate to.
I think there's a case that that probably illustrates this really well. It's a power company getting a recommissioning process through the Nuclear Regulatory Commission to get approval to continue operating a nuclear power plant in a community. And the company's assumption was that the best way to influence the community to be supportive in the hearings with the Nuclear Regulatory Commission was to communicate very clearly to the community that the company had the capability to manage the plant, the hardware, the technology, to make sure that the maintenance was all done properly, that the people would be protected from a malfunction of the equipment. When they built the mental model of what was going to influence a local resident about being comfortable with a nuclear plant in their backyard, what they found out was it really wasn't about whether the company could maintain the plant. I mean, residents said, well, of course you should be able to do that. You've been in this business for 30 years. Running a nuclear power plant should be table stakes. What the residents were really concerned about was the people who ran the plant. Were they trained properly? Were they a good team so that if something went wrong, they would be able to respond and react in a way that would protect public safety and public health?
That data gave the company insights and information to speak to people on what mattered most to them.
Well, they built communications that didn't emphasize their skill and capability to take care of the equipment, the hardware. They oriented all of their communications to their ability to have a great team of people who were well trained and had a good relationship with management, the software.
The picture you can get from data like that is like going from standard definition TV to high definition TV. Everything is so much more clear. You can create a better communications program.
Anybody who's responsible for designing communications that have influence wants to have all of the best information they can have, because once you have the insight from the data, it's up to you to be the designer of that communication and engagement, the messaging, the channels, the creativity, the look, the tone, all of it, in order to have influence. And if I get all the best information and data that I can from more standard research, polling, focus groups, surveys, I think having a mental model of what is really going to drive, even at a subconscious level, the kinds of judgments that people make in order to make a behavior choice, I'm that much closer, and actually removing the risk that I'll get it wrong and improving the odds that I get it right.